never seen Jurassic Park.
Don't talk
Have you
to
seen
me.
Jurassic Park?
Of course I've seen
Have
Jurassic
you seen
Park.
The Notebook?
I've seen The Notebook, yeah, you know I have, I just told you that.
New respect for
test
Jermaine. Well, movies may be off the big screen for now, but there's still lots to watch at home, including the latest big storyline from Albert Square. And of course, there's a Mitchell involved. Let's say hi to Max Bowden and Tony Clay. Hello, both evening. Thank you very much for joining us. So, Tony, let's talk about Ballum, as the fans are calling you. Now then, they've had quite a long road, haven't they, since they started on EastEnders. But for those dipping back into the soap now, how did they end up together? Give us the backstory.
So yeah, going back a couple of years ago now, I think it all started off. You know, Callum was with Whitney at the time, so he was still, he was still sort of trying to find himself. He was very much like, this is how I've got to be. This is who I am. I've met a beautiful girl, I get married, we have some kids, family, etc., etc. And then Ben Mitchell comes along and completely changes his mind, makes him realise that this is who the true version of himself is. And yeah, a year or so later, after a lot of arguments, bit of violence, bit of romance, we are.
Well, Ben's first attempt at a proposal didn't go too well, did it, earlier this week? But tomorrow, he's decided to have another go, which seems it didn't go any better, did it?
Shh. What are you giggling about?
Come on, you. I'm going to be late.
Oh, Lex, you forgot this.
Oh, Lex, it's that school project. I think it's a bit old-fashioned myself, Cal. I don't think the Lex's generation are going to fall for that wedded bliss nonsense.
I'm getting married in a castle. I'm having a dress that passes right out.
Right, well, he better be loaded then, better he? Come on, Princess, we're going to be late for school.
See, for me, I think I'd rather save my cash and buy a nice car, because at least, it doesn't depreciate as much, and you can always trade it in if it's not meeting your expectations.
See,
Not
Ben
impressed.
just needs to get on with it. It's frustrating now to watch. But what sort of reaction then, Max, have you had to the storyline?
Well, I mean, it's always been an amazing reaction, and I think, when you're telling stories that kind of are limited across certain communities, it's always very important that you get them right and that you tell them true. And I think the fan base of EastEnders are incredible, and they jumped straight on board the Ballum ship, if you like, very quickly. So we're very grateful.
Have either of you put any thought into how you might propose in real life? I'm going to come to you, Tony, actually, on this one.
Oh, she's lurking.
Oh, you must have had a thought.
I'd love to. I'd like to think I'm a bit of a romantic, but yeah, somewhere that we both love, and when the time's right, we'll definitely cross that path when it comes to it.
Come on then, Max. I'm going to put you on the spot as well.
I'm, every day. Every day, of course you do. You got to be, if you're with someone, you got to see a future with them, and I absolutely do. So
nice.
Who knows? One day.
So he's shouting that.
See, I think we've got a pair of romantics here.
Upstairs.
Oh, lovely. Well, I tell you what, it doesn't always go to plan. We've just got some stories in here from viewers. They both called Kaylee, actually. Kaylee Shaw says, it wasn't the most romantic proposal. He put the ring in my food.
Oh.
And I choked on it.
That's a schoolboy error.
Well, that's a bad start. You'd have to say no, wouldn't you?
Must have been some decent food. Sounds like she was going after it. Kaylee Pratt said, my husband Chris had planned to propose to me on holiday, but his plans were scuppered when the airport security pulled him over for a pat down and revealed the ring in his pocket. That is an absolute nightmare,
Oh, nightmare.
You must be able to find some excuse, though, surely.
Yeah. See,
so.
if you want any tips, just ask Jermaine here.
What?
Jermaine.
Well, I won't say it, but we heard all about his. Lovely.
It was all right. But it's not easy, by the way, hiding the box, first and foremost. You obviously want to have that moment where you get on one knee and open the box, but try hiding that box in a pair of jeans.
Well, or you could produce the ring like this.
Yeah, but that's not the moment, is it? That is not the moment. And by the way, at least I didn't lose mine in a restaurant.
We were,
Yeah.
listen, we were
That's for the
very
Notebook.
happy.
That
There
was
was
for
a
the
bit
Notebook.
of champagne. Anyway, it's a long, long story. Now then, when you joined the cast, let's get back to safer ground.
Yeah.
When you joined the cast, Tony, weren't you only contracted for a couple of months? So you had quite a lot to prove then, didn't you?
Yeah, it was such a strange one. I sort of came in on like an 8-week contract as I got to, it was just halfway at the time. There he is with his little bowl cut and beanie hat, bless him. Mad
That was a
jumpers.
look, wasn't it?
And I sort of came in as this kind of part just to sort of be there and, you know, a bit of light relief at the time, I think it was, is how it was sold to me. And yeah, just sort of ran with it. I thought, well, I'm only here for 8 weeks. I'm just going to run and see what happens with a part. And 3 and a bit years later, we're, you know, he's very different now, and I'm very happy. Yeah.
Look at you now. Look at you now. Well done. Max, is it true, by the way, that they tricked you into playing Ben?
Yeah, 100%. I remember I auditioned just before the Christmas break, and I got offered a role on the last day. And then I went in for like an induction kind of meet people, and they said, "No, we weren't totally honest with you. You're not playing this Tyler character. You're playing Ben Mitchell," which is obviously my jaw hit the floor. It's because the expectation gets huge because it's obviously a character that the audience have had such an affiliation with. So it was a big shock.
Well, we're really enjoying the storyline. Thank you both. It's really lovely to talk to you.
Thanks a lot.
We've just got some messages, I think. Well, in fact, there's nothing on my iPad. Anything on yours?
So we've got one from Helen Johnson on Twitter. It says, great to see the One Show outlining the companies abusing the sunflower lanyard. It's there to help people who genuinely can't wear a mask, so well done.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so thanks to all our guests. Tomorrow, Michael Ball's going to be in this seat, keeping you company out.
Yes, well, thank you, Jabane. It's been a lovely week, as always. Stay safe. See you tomorrow night at 7. Bye.